the shimmer-infused shield, which seems to be the
Takhle by mohl ten snížit vypadat ale defaultně.
door to some vault.
A mohl by mít tak 50krát víc hlášek, než má teďka těch 5, no. Tak já kouknu na nekryta třeba. Riot to nějak pokazil na PBE, prej. Něco podělali. Zase.
Under 40 oopsies right before Arcane. Speaking of which, I still have to make the Worlds vlog. I have new material to talk about the MMO. Now there are new skins that dropped on PBE. And I also want to make Arcane 1 recap, and that's all before Arcane 2 drops. Which means I don't need a script, we are going into this raw. And also my voice still hasn't fully recovered. Anyway, today is gonna be a funny video, because it just so happened to be that right before Arcane 2, Riot did an oopsie. It's not the biggest of oopsies, especially compared to what happened in the past, but it is something that Riot definitely wasn't planning on happening. Although, given how Riot works with all of their promotions, it had to happen eventually. And so, with the latest patch that dropped onto the PBE servers, Riot meant to show us just some new skins which were previously revealed in the updates, but instead they also patched in some icons and emotes, which also contain some spoilers. Now, the first thing we are going to mention is that there will be no spoilers in this video. We're not gonna hint at anything, we're not gonna show at anything, and also I'm gonna tell you what to avoid. In short, all social media, come on, you can make it for 3 days. And that's because some people, after finding some files on PBE, just immediately started posting everything to get clicks without realizing that some of these things are spoilers. But thankfully, among these, there was one man who had more than 2 brain cells. That being Skin Spotlights. He found the spoilers, he took the hit by getting spoiled, and even though it was just minor spoilers, he filtered it out before he revealed it on the internet. Of course, he also posted an image with the spoilers for those who are curious, but he tagged it as not safe for work, just so it gets blurred on Twitter.
Ikony, které dali na PBE, spoilujou Arcane?
Just as a reminder, Twitter is shit. And what happened there is that their amazing AI tool figured out that the image was not safe for work, and so it just unblurred it, and so people just got spoiled. Long story short, avoid Twitter, it is garbage. But now, filtering out all the bad things, we can have a look at the icons.
Jak můžou ty ikonky spoilnout ten Arcane, more mi řekni.
And the emotes. When it comes to the emotes, most of these are just...
Mě říkají, že mi ikonky na Twitteru pokazují, vole, Arcane Season 2. Se podívám, ne? Ježíš, tady hnedka Elon Musk vyskočil, ne? Nějaký meme. Ježíš, běž s tím do prdele, kurva, neotravuj mě s tím Michaelem, přijdeš dát follow a vypisovat 20 zpráv o Michaelovi, mě to nezajímá. Čau, běž se bavit o Michaelovi na jiný stream, vole, já to nebudu řešit každých 5 minut, tak piča. Čau, ty vole, 20 zpráv napiš o něma. Pome, vole, všecko ignorovat ostatní a jenom se bavit o Michaelovi 20 dní v kuse, vole. Co 20 dní? 20 let, vole, pole, ne? Ježíši, vole. Tady nic není, vole. Nový Caitlyn skin vidím, nic nevidím na Twitteru. PBE spoilers, to bude možná lepší vyhledávat na Twitteru, co? A to už jsem viděl, vole. To je ten Viktor, to jsem dneska viděl. To má být prej Viktor, ale já nevím, mě to nepřijde jako, mě to přijde jako nějaký skin na Viktora. Je to brutální spoiler, hoši, já nevím. Tak každý asi ví, ne, že Viktor jakoby bude fialový, prostě no. Fialový hextech, voidy, týpek. Ale to nutně neznamená, že to musí být on, ale to spíš bude podle mě nějaký skin nebo něco. Nevím, no, to je všechno. To je asi ta ikonka, co říká, nevím.
TFT stuff. With the rest just being the characters and the new skins that were released on PBE. And the same goes for the non-spoiler icons. Those just show you the same skins, nothing crazy there. And as a fun fact, right when PBE dropped, Skin Spotlights found the bad stuff, he immediately messaged the devs to take the PBE down, but they only had about 2 minutes to do it before someone else found it. At that point, it was already too late, and so here we are. Some minor spoilers got out there. Now, of course, still avoiding spoilers, we can also have a look at the new loot assets linked to Arcane. Here we get the new Arcane Pass, of course some goodie bags, which are probably just Vice and Caitlyn's new attire. And what's cool is that orbs are now replaced with Hextech cores. What I like about this is that now we finally have an HD image for the Hex core. And to anyone who has seen the main release trailer, this also won't be a spoiler, but the new ward is gonna be whatever that thing is. It's that. So, with all of this shown, PBE has already become a little bit of a mess. Because now people had to actively try to avoid spoilers. However, that is not where things stopped. Next, Riot also revealed a new
Jako tu Viktorovu ikonu dal jakýsi youtuber do náhledáku videa, takže jako tomu se nevyhneš asi no, stejně. Sorry, jsem vám to ukázal, že to je pro vás spoiler, ale pro mě to až takový spoiler není, no.
minigame that's gonna be happening.
Kdyby byl, tak si to asi líp pohlídaj.
Likely in the League of Legends client. This is a good thing. Don't get it twisted. But just by looking at it, if it is running in the League of Legends client, just stay away from your computer because the client might explode. Of course, this seems to be a proper point-and-click game. Something similar to what we had during the anniversary, which was awesome. Not only do I like point-and-click games, but I also like adventures and puzzle games. This simply combines all of these, and since I loved what Riot gave us previously, I am pretty sure I'm gonna have a blast in this one. I just hope I don't get stuck on books or something again. And of course, thematically, it is just Jinx.
Vole, tyhle ty knížky v té hře Ornové, to bylo peklo, no. Tady to skládat dohromady.
Or something again. And of course, thematically, it is just Jinx fixing the last drop and the arcade. But this takes us to the skins, which is where the oopsies continue. So, let's start with the less controversial ones. We got Shimmer Lab Singed. This is simply a really good skin. I really liked Singed
To má tu Rio.
in Arcane, even though the original was always better lore-wise. But when it comes to the design, this one simply has way more details than the original. I mean, the original model is really old now. I also love the shimmer-infused shield, which seems to be the
Takhle by mohl ten Singed vypadat ale defaultně.
door to some vault,
A mohl by mít tak 50krát víc hlášek, než má teďka těch 5, no.
which might appear in Arcane. And of course, he is carrying Rio on his back, which further underlines how he's probably still trying to save him. What's awesome is that, of course, all the poison was now turned into Shimmer, which ironically, in-game, shouldn't that make the enemy more powerful? But regardless, what's happening here is that this is a canon skin. In fact, this version of Singed is now more canon than what we had before. So in the eyes of the community, this is really just a Singed ASU, minus the new animations that would be normally present. And unlike what...
Co těch 5 hlášek, co má, vole? Protřepat, protřepat, zamíchat, protřepat, běžím, přicházím a 5. hláška je souhlasím. Teď jsem řekl všechny hlášky.
What was happening last time, where we got some free skins that were on the same level, well now this is just a 750 RP skin, which also
750, jo. To je pěkný na 750.
ironically means we are likely not getting any free skins this time around. And what stings
Minule dávali free skiny, no, za to, že jsi to hrál jenom. Ale tak tyhle ty budou zase hezčí, že jo, co zvem si, že ty minulý Arcane skiny nestály za moc, jako. A ten Echo, ten Firelight Echo, který byl hezký, tak ten už byl za prachy, no. Já prostě dávám zadarmo jenom hnusný skiny, no, to si budem volat.
Even more is that Singed was waiting 2 years for a 750 skin. So you know what? Yep, even Singed couldn't fully avoid drama. But thankfully, that is not the case for Commander Caitlyn, whom is just an awesome skin. Of course, she's holding the Hextech rifle, which really seemed like a railgun. She is wearing the Commander uniform, which is very close to her design in Legends of Runeterra, although I still like that design a lot more. Not only does it feel more unified, but she also feels more like she is part of a commando unit. With that said, the Hextech traps look awesome. Her Q is the big spinning bullet, which is likely referencing what we have seen in the trailer, which of course will also be in Arcane, with the ultimate not really being that fancy. That one is just alright. However, a cool feature is that during her recall, she puts on the classic Warden gas mask. And we can see Jinx's mental breakdown just blinking across it, which is
Cool detail.
definitely gonna reference a scene from the show. And just because, why not, Caitlyn also got a prestige skin. I'll be honest, I did not exactly expect that. And yes, obviously that one is not canon. This one just has a fancier dress, no hat, which is not as cool as the original. All the spell effects are the same, although they do have a different color now. It's mostly hues of pink and green. So overall, Caitlyn is definitely a winner here. There is nothing bad to mention. But lastly, there is also a skin for Vi, who got some spicy feedback. So first of all, the skin looks good. It is nothing out of the ordinary besides the over-exaggerated animations. And that's kinda the problem. You see, it is just Vi, but better. And in the exact same way as Singed, this skin is even more canon than what we currently have in-game. That version of Vi is technically not even part of the story unless it gets revealed somewhere. The Vi skin we got last time, as well as this one, are the real Vi. At least for now. And so, once again, it feels like people are paying for an ASU. Especially since now it is...
U toho Singera taky, ty si zaplatíš vlastně za ASU, no. Ten starý Singer tak hnusný. Ten nový je fakt dobrý, na to, že stojí 750, tak fakt vypadá hezky. Tohle taky, no. Jenom ty hlášky, no. Třeba ten Singer, nebude mít nový hlášky, asi Singer, že? Skin do 750 RP.
Is a legendary and it even has new animations. What's even crazier is that if you look at this skin, the concept art was just better. In game, she's not really wearing.
Počkej, to je ten, co bude ten s tou vestou? Ta vesta se prodává, myslím, že za 7000 nebo za kolik, kámo. Riot Merch Store, to je mikiny, vole. Hej, nemůžu to najít, no. GG. Tak to asi ještě začali prodávat, ne? Nevím, nevidím. Jsem tak střel, tak to má stát nějakých 7-8 tisíc, no. Tady ta vesta, co má vaj.
Wearing a black jacket, which ironically is what that skin is known for now. But nope, in-game it is more of a grayish blue. And so is her hair. It is not black hair with a streak of pink as it was before, or red, whatever you call that. And on top of that, her face is just Vi with bandages covering it. What people...
A je to ten skin, který bude mega drahý, který bude za 33 000 RP, nebo to je ještě nějaký jiný? Já jaksi nevím teďka, jako, že?
Really wanted to see instead is that. Just...
No, jako kdyby byla černá, no. Kdyby měla černý vlasy, černý pruhy na ksichtě. Kdyby vypadala víc jak to, co vypustili z Arcaneu, no. Tu scénu, jak je v té aréně.
Dark and grungy Vi, ready to kick ass, wearing some kiss makeup. But what we got instead...
Ale ona už má takový skin, kde je celá, jakoby takhle, kde má takhle černý pruh přes oči, myslím, že? A jakoby do černého designu hodně, no.
Newer Vi that kinda lacks identity. And here we need to bring up something
Psyops Vi, no?
which we usually never do. Now, don't freak out. Again, remember, no spoilers in this video. But some of you may know that when it comes to leaks, we never cover them unless they get out of control. And that kinda happened in Wild Rift, where essentially the same skins that were revealed to come to League of Legends were...
Si pamatuju, jak leaknulo těch 5 epizod Arcaneu. Riotáci nám na Riot Discord napsali, nereagujte na ty leaky, nešiřte to dál. A no a Nekry ten den ještě vydal video na to, no. Který vidělo asi 500 000 lidí, takže nevím, jestli úplně necoveruje leaky, no, co jako si možná trochu kecá do kapsy.
Were also leaked to come to Wild Rift. So it's nothing big on. And so now, for comparison, I wanna show you what the Vi skin looks like in Wild Rift. So this is what it looks like compared.
Jako ani jedno není nějak úžasně jako nějak mega oslnivý, no nevím. Tak to napravuje asi lepší.
To Wild Rift. It is still a downgrade. And I'm not talking about the HD model. Everyone knows that this is not what the skin actually looks like in-game. I'm purely talking about...
Tohle je v lolku a to napravuje na Wild Riftu?
About the design of the skin. Specifically, the Wild Rift version looks exactly like what people wanted to see in League of Legends. And I am not the only one thinking this. We all know that if you want to go to a place that is always fair and always critically accurate, you should visit the League of Legends subreddit. So let's have a look there. Vi skin is literally just a rework she should get, lmao. Yeah, it's basically just ASU Vi. Vi's legendary is just Vi. Singed getting a 750 RP skin and then probably has to wait 2 years. Not a huge fan of these. Kate's prestige looks alright. The rest, I don't care about. Why make Vi ASU free when you can charge people for it? V's animation look over the top. It looks goofy, silly. Over 2 years since the last skin and gets a 750. Unpopular champs really are second class. And that is really where we sit.
No, jsou no, tak nepopulární čempové tu hru nezaplatí, že?
With the current situation. This and
Proto mají Luxky a Hriny, vole, a nevím co ještě, 20 skinů a Jorikovi mají 3 skiny.
Entire situation just could have landed better. I mean, when the patch dropped, we got some story leaks included. The skins we got did not fulfill all expectations. It wouldn't be because of low quality, but it's simply because it is not exactly what people wanted to see. Maybe except for Caitlyn, that one just seems to be a winner. So now, we'll see if the Jinx gacha skin is able to fix that. But at least, we are getting a really cool minigame, and the Bridge of Progress is awesome. So when you look at the entire package, things should still be fine overall, right?
Jo.
Yeah. There is also that one weird Arcane Battle Pass that appeared on the internet, which is essentially a free pass that also has 2 paid passes connected to it. The website mentioned that this is Riot Games China, but the entire website is in English for no reason. So now I don't know if there's gonna be more monetization coming to League of Legends before Arcane 2 even drops.
No, tak asi už teďka nevidět, no, že to monetizují daleko víc než tu první řadu. To je dobře pro ně, ne? Nebo jako měli by asi. On ten Arcane asi nebude úplně levnej, že? Nebo spíš bych řekl, že bude kurva drahej, ten Arcane. Takže jako oni na to musí zarobit nějakou brutalitu, no, aby se jim to vrátilo. To se dá pochopit. Ale to vá nic moc, no. Vá nic moc, Singe vypadá dobře, je jako levnej, ale podle mě by to měl být rework, a ne skin, ale měl by to být jako rework prostě. A měli by mu dát aspoň 30 nových hlášek třeba. Jich má 5. To je všechno, bráchu. Třeba Vi dostane T1 skin? Jo, asi může dostat, že? Z Worlds. Ale tak oni si to vybírají sami, ti hráči, co hráli Worlds, že? Ty skiny. A on říkal Vi nebo Xin? Ty vole, no tak Xin těch skinů taky nemá moc, že? Všechny stojí za no. Myslím, že. Tak jako je ten champ, který skoro nikdo nehraje, nikdo ho nemění a nemá skiny, no. Proč asi? Protože je nikdo nekupuje.